Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Akil and welcome back to another special video for the channel, guys. In this video, I'm going to be going over the media that impacted me, guys. So, Monday I'm turning 25 and I decided this month should be a very special personal video for me. So that's why I'm going over free TV shows, free movies and free video games that impacted me. So that's that. Now, this is actually my third take of doing this video, so I really want to get this right. And if you're watching this, and it's on YouTube, that that means that the third take is going well. Anyway, so without any more time wasting, let's just jump right into this right now. So, first up, the first TV show we're going to talk about is Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. Now, this show was really special for me because I like toys, I bunch of Thomas books, some of the DVDs I would even bought from the library. There was even a real life Thomas station near me, railway station, which I thought was a really cool experience for kids my age, maybe a little bit older, younger, whatever. Anyway, Thomas was a big deal for me, and so I have to talk about it. It was just a big deal for me. It had like some interesting characters that each had their own personalities, and they really all stood out in their own ways, and that's why I really liked the show. And I don't want to spend too much time because, like I said, this is take three, and my mouth's already hurting because take two was like insanely long. It felt like, so I'm going to try my best to speed things up basically and not spend too much time on each piece of media basically. But Thomas, big deal for me, I would say, and the narration also did kind of help me kind of come up with my own stories and talk to myself as a kid and say, oh, Thomas did this one day, Thomas did that one day. These characters are just truly special for me. And yeah, Thomas the Tank Engine, eventually known as Thomas and Friends, was a big deal for me. All right, now the next TV show was Ben 10. Ben 10, I had the toys, I had DVDs, the watch, the shirt, the blanket, pillow, I'm pretty sure, played a bunch of the games at Cartoon Network. It was a big deal. It introduced me to superheroes. Ben 10 is a superhero, so yeah, if you believe it or not, he actually is. And Vilgax was like one of my favorite villains as a kid, I guess still kind of is. And I don't know, I just want to see like an actual proper Ben 10 movie done in live action. And no, don't get Tom Holland. That fan cast is like over now, you know? Anyway, I love Ben 10. Ben 10 was a big deal for me. Alien Force Ultimate Alien also played a big part in my life because it was kind of like Harry Potter at that time where we got to see the characters grow up. And that's also why I also liked the idea of all growing up as a kid, seeing like the teen versions of the Rugrats characters. Yeah, Ben 10 was a big deal. I absolutely loved watching it as a kid, and it introduced me to a world of superheroes and really like interconnected storytelling, I would say, in a way, for TV. And speaking of TV and interconnected storytelling, the last TV show I want to talk about, I watched in 2019, still to this day remains my favorite show of all time. The show I'm talking about is Suits. Suits was a big deal. It had great characters, great writing, great humor, great acting, just great everything. Is it the perfect show? No, but when I watched it, I was like blown away. It also happened to be the show that at the time I was watching ended off that same year that I started watching it. So yeah, it was a big deal. I still love Suits. I'm still wondering if another show that I watch will come along and eventually beat it. Same for like these other two pieces of media I'm talking about this with, like for video games and even movies as well. Hell, even for songs too. I wouldn't know if a song that I listen to will be my new favorite song of all time. I'm not trying to be picky whenever I like watch or rate things. I just sometimes can't help myself. Like it has to tick all the boxes for me. And I'm again not trying to be picky, but Suits may not be a perfect show, may not be a 10 out of 10 in my eyes. It's not even a 9.5. It's just a 9 out of 10 show, but it deserves it. Those first 5 seasons are like true, like almost perfect in my opinion. Like 9.5 out of 10, I would say those first 5 seasons. And Mike and Harvey, like just their relationship is one of my favorites of all time. Like they're one of my favorite fictional duos of all time. And spoiler, when Mike eventually left the show, even though he did kind of come back, it wasn't the same. It really wasn't the same. So yeah, Suits definitely was a big deal for me when I watched it. All right, now let's talk about the three movies that impacted me. So first up, Lion King. I mean, believe it or not, Lion King was a big deal for me when I watched it as a kid, and I'm sure it was for everyone probably watching this video. I mean, no matter what age you show it, it was obviously a big deal because this is a Disney movie that is trying to break away from like the norms of like the films of the past, and eventually, even now, like some of the Disney movies now are like so different, and then if you go back and watch The Lion King, like wow, this still holds up. Exactly, the music, the songs, the characters, the animation, the story. Even though from what I've heard, it's based on Hamlet. Yeah, I recently rewatched this movie a couple weeks ago, and I still love it. It's amazing. It's so good. Like this and Prince of Egypt are like two like kings of '90s animation. I would say like 2D animation, not even 3D. 2D animation, and I still love 2D animation. 3D is great. Don't get me wrong, but 2D I'm more of a 2D guy. That's the animation style I grew up with as a kid. 2D all the way. Again, 3D is great, especially when it comes to like the Spider-Verse movies, the Mario movie, even though I didn't love it, but it works for that style of animation. Yeah. So yeah, Lion King, I have to mention it. I love lions, I love Lion King. I mean, I used to be a Disney kid, not really. I was more into like the boy stuff like this, Jungle Book, Tarzan, Peter Pan, Pinocchio. I wasn't really that into the princess stuff, so there's that. But this was a big deal for me as a kid, and I guess still is. So yeah, I love the Lion King, and even when I saw the 2019 film, which hot take, I love that film. If I rewatch it now, I might feel different. I might feel differently. But when I saw it, I loved it. I was so excited for that movie. It was like my most anticipated movie of that year. If you guys actually go to my channel, you can see it. It's like on my list of like playlist of like most anticipated movies of like every year. And I started doing those back in 2019, and Lion King is number one on that list. So yeah. If you choose to watch a video, that is. But yeah, I love Lion King. It was a big deal for me as a kid, and I guess still kind of is to this day because it really shaped my love for, I guess, animation in general. All right, now next up isn't a movie but a franchise, and this is still my favorite movie franchise of all time, and that is Harry Potter. Harry Potter, I would say. From ages 9 to 12, this was like the shit for me. I was like so into it. I became so obsessed with this franchise. It was a big deal. I don't know what it is about this world, these characters, the story, but it was just truly impactful. Like words can't describe how into it. I had like a sticker book, I played video games, I went to an exhibition, like I was so into it. When I eventually went to the Wizarding World in the States, both Orlando and in Hollywood, it was crazy. It was crazy. However, that's not where they filmed the movies. I still really want to go to the UK to see that studio tour. That is like a dream of mine. One day I do really want to go there. But for now, all I can say that I am glad I've still been to the States and seen like, a version of the castle, even though that's not the castle. And I know they just built it for the park, but still, it's really cool. By the way, Forbidden Journey ride still my favorite ride of all time. I know I mentioned that in my theme park ranking earlier this year, but I'm saying it again. But yeah, Harry Potter is and always will be a big part of my life. The Golden Trio, some of my favorite fictional characters of all time, or groups of characters, or I guess trio. Maybe they are my favorite trio. I can't really think of other trios. I don't know. It's Powerpuff Girls, maybe? I mean, I liked them as a kid. I'm trying to think. I don't know what other trios are there. But anyway, oh yeah, Cap, Iron Man, and Thor, and I guess Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman as well. But the Golden Trio will always hold a special place in my heart. They're like truly childhood heroes for me. Just like Ben 10. It was a big part of my life, still kind of is. I mean, from again ages 9 to 12, I was so into Harry Potter to a point where whenever my dad would come back home and catch me watching it, he'll say again Harry Potter. I was like, yeah, exactly. Like, it's so good. I love these movies. I adore them. I mean, I don't love every single film. I don't love the first two, the fourth one, and even the sixth one. But I love Prisoner of Azkaban, Order of the Phoenix, and the last two, especially Deathly Hallows Part 2. Good God, that movie is so epic. I love that film so much. It's still my second favorite movie of all time. However, what is my favorite movie of all time is the last movie we're talking about today, and that's The Avengers. This movie gave me everything. I was not even 12 years old, and at age 11, 11 and 3/4, I guess you could say that, because I was 12 in like 2 months by the time this movie came out when I saw it. Anyway, I was blown away by it. I saw it one night with my dad in the cinema, and I did not know what to expect, and my mind was blown. I was like, who are these characters? I want to know more about them. I want to watch everything. And this made me fall in love into the world of Marvel and the MCU. Before that, it was mainly like Spider-Man, the X-Men, and the Fantastic Four. So there's that. Which, by the way, I'm still so glad I got introduced to the X-Men before the Avengers. That is a big deal for me, because I had like a VHS tape of like some of the episodes of X-Men, the animated series from the 90s. So there's that. But man, this first Avengers movie was like a big deal for me at the time, So yeah, I mean, just to see all these characters on screen together that were so like colorful, full of life and energy, each had their own personalities, each had their own reasons for being there. Loki was a menace, Hulk was awesome. Like, it was just so cool. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a movie like that before. I mean, yes, that was Fantastic Four and the X-Men movies, but I didn't watch it until a little bit later. But this was a big deal for me. So Avengers, thank you, Joss Whedon. Even though you may have done some really shitty things in real life, you still gave me my favorite movie of all time and one of my all-time favorite theater experiences ever. I can't remember my exact reaction because it was like 13 years ago now, which is crazy to think about how old this movie actually is now. But still, I love this movie. I absolutely adore it. It's a big part of my life. It means a lot to me because this is a super movie that ticks all the boxes, you know? I feel like every character got their time to shine, you know? And it's sad that DC can't give us like a true like Justice League movie, which I know I'm in the minority, but I love both versions of the Justice League, the Snyder Cut and the theatrical version as well. I don't care what anyone says, but I love this movie so much. So yeah. Now to end off, let's talk about three video games that impacted me. And first up is New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I remember getting this game as a birthday gift, I'm pretty sure, when I was 11. And I kid you not, the moment I finished World 1, this is a true story by the way, I'm pretty sure I remember doing this. The next day, I got up early morning on like a Saturday, Sunday. I think it was a Sunday. My grandma was staying at the time. And I remember her saying, "Why are you getting up so early?" It's like, "I want to play this game." I wanted to start World 2 ASAP. That was the first time I got up early just on a weekend alone and also to play a video game. That's crazy. That shows like how obsessed I was. I was really into it. Like I feel like I was one of those kids. If I was really into something, I was really into something, and it would not stop me at all. Anyway, I love New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Even though the story was like, oh, Mario saving Peach, it's one of those games. It was a modern take on it because unlike the old school Mario games, obviously they're iconic as well. This was like updated graphics and look and world and characters, and all these other characters were in there as well. Blue Toad, Yellow Toad, you know, it wasn't just Bowser Jr. You had the other Koopalings as well. It was amazing. I love New Super Mario Bros. Wii. It was awesome. It was such a great time, for me just to play this game. And still to this day I look back fondly on this game, and I'm so glad I played it, and I'm so glad I got this game because it's the only Mario game that I can truly say that captured Mario perfectly, like in terms of like the platform style of game that Mario is basically. So yeah. Now second video game is actually still my favorite video game of all time, and that's Minecraft. Wow, I mean, this was the game I played the most. I don't know from what age to what age, but that was like 5 6 years straight. I think I was just so into it. Minecraft will always hold a special place in my heart because I made so much in this game. I spent hours in this game, console, PC, phone, iPad. Like it was crazy, mainly console I would say, but I built so much on it. Like I tried building a theme park, a hotel, an airport, a train station, a roller coaster, a water slide, a zoo, a hotel. I'm pretty sure I said that already. But anyway, I love Minecraft. In fact, it makes me want to go build something now when I think about it. The movie was definitely a mixed bag, but it wasn't terrible. Like like I can never hate that movie because as a Minecraft fan, it kind of gave me what I wanted, which is why I at least gave it a 6. Not even the 6.5, a 6. But still, anyway, this game, something truly special was like just in this. Like basically, what I'm trying to say is that they made this game something truly special. Like Minecraft walked, I feel like, so Fortnite could run basically, or Mario walked so Minecraft could run basically. Like this was the Fortnite before Fortnite. Everyone was talking and playing Minecraft. And then when Fortnite came, everyone was talking and playing Fortnite. And still to this day, people are. Which is why I would not be surprised if they make a Fortnite movie in like 20 years down the line. It took them so long to make a Minecraft movie. And now here we are in 2025 and it made almost $1 billion, which I thought it would, but it didn't. Anyway, Minecraft, it's special. I could make anything I wanted to within the confines of the game, that is. And even survival was just so much fun, mining and getting all types of stuff, basically going up against all the enemies and befriending some animals and killing some animals. Yeah, it was the ultimate game experience for me, even though there's some other games that I consider the ultimate game experience too, like GTA 5, for example. But Minecraft, I have to include it, not just because it's my favorite video game of all time, but basically because I could make anything I wanted to in this game. It was a truly impactful game and piece of media for me. Now, the last game I want to talk about, and the last thing I'm talking about in this video in general, is Batman Arkham Asylum. This was like, I guess, my first true superhero video game. And this was the game I was like, wow, this game has a great story. This was the first time I played a video game I was like really into the story. I was like 16 years old at the time. I was still not really that into games. I'd only playing a bunch of Wii games and Skylanders and Nintendo and Disney Infinity and all that. But this game, when I played, I was like, wow, the story is amazing. It's so good. You know, it's incredible. And this made me love Batman even more. Batman's my guy, still my favorite superhero ever. You can't tell me otherwise. I love Spidey, I love Wolverine. They're like third and second place, but and of course I love other heroes too, but Batman is my guy. And this game solidified it even more and then some, I would say. Like it was so good. Silent Takedown, even though Spider-Man copied it in his own video games, which I love more than these games because the realism of those games in terms of how the characters look is there. And I think I might enjoy the stories more, but I have to talk about this game because I feel like, again, just like what I said about Minecraft works with Fortnite could run, the Arkham games work so the Spider-Man PS games could run, basically. Yeah. This was a fantastic video game. I love it. It's truly impactful because, you know, it opened up my eyes to a whole new side of Batman that I also wasn't really that familiar with. So yeah, that's all I can say about this game. It was a big deal playing it. It was a superhero game, it was a Batman game, it was a great story based game, and I still love it to this day. But guys, that's it. Those are the 9 pieces of media that truly impacted me across TV, movies, and video games. I know there's other pieces of media that also kind of impacted me through other art forms as well, but I just want to talk about these 3 because I'm more of a visual like consumer, unfortunately, than I guess literary consumer. Like, you know, I prefer watching stuff than reading something, basically. But guys, that's all I have to say for now. Thank you guys so much for watching Superman. I'll post a quick little review because I'm seeing that at 8:45, so by the time I come back home we'll be kind of late, so there's that. But guys, I'm excited for Superman, I'm excited for Fantastic Four, and keep an eye out for any other videos that come on the channel, and also keep an eye out for next month's special video as well. But that's it. That's all I have to say for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. My name's Akil, otherwise known as the Comic Director, and I'm signing out.